Hello, people. Well, I planned, oh, you can see my strawberry patch, to be outside watching birds on my feeders, and it started raining. So we're in the greenhouse, which is kind of handy because I've got a bit of a greenhouse emergency. I'm just sending a link out. Hey, Remy, okay, I was just replying to you. That space trip going up on the rocket. My son's just been in the comments and he thinks that I'm sending his little sister to the moon. Hi, Christine, you okay? So I've had to kind of explain that she's actually not going up into space herself. So sitting outside in a nice warm day, watching the new birds at the feeders, kind of screwed up. As, I don't know if you can see, miraculously, it's in one piece. So I've got to it back in the hole with my lovely greenhouse clips. And I've got a couple of new tomato plants to put up. So we're in here. Hi, Emily. Hi, without Cutie Pie. Thank you very much for coming in. How are you? I was meant to be outside, but it is absolutely chucking it down. So we're in the greenhouse. Is the audio okay? Because my phone can be a bit iffy, volume-wise. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not. Iffy. Ooh, heck, that's got volume on. I've got another phone on, just so I can see chat, because I'm gonna be. Hang on, I'll move you around there. Hi, Hilda. Thank you very much for coming in. Teresa, thank you very much for coming in. So I'm gonna be, God, full body on camera. You know, I've tried to dodge that for I don't know how long. Oh my good God. Don't know if you can see that, Rain. It's not the nicest of weather for putting glass back in a greenhouse. But these clips are awesome. If I can get some out the bag. Hang on. I'll empty them on the floor. Little springs. I've already had a handful of soil. Little springs that hold the glass in the frame. I need to separate them off before I try and put them back in. And I think my greenhouse is on a wonk. Mama, thank you very much for coming in. My greenhouse is on a wonk because the glass isn't sitting straight. Sorry about that. My son was trying to ring me. So this piece of glass has fallen out 4 or 5 times already. Can't quite believe it's not actually broken. Touch wood. Touching the old head. I've got my springs done. I was trying to say before when I was on mute, these are another kind of clip that keeps it in the glass. This side, the right angle side, goes in the frame. And just slide that over the glass and it holds it in. It's another spring. These ones, because my greenhouse is on a wonk and the glass isn't sitting straight, is the best ones. It's sky's kind of coming clearer. I say that, and then the rain gets heavier. Hi, Canary, are you okay? Hilda, I've been out the house since just after 7 this morning. I did a car boot sale, took a load of my candles and things out, and a lot of other stuff that is just sat. Why is it I can see blue sky? Do you know what? I'm going to brave it. Right, be kind to me because I'm going to be fully on camera trying to get this piece of glass in, and I've hidden from that for years. We've also got new tomato plants to pop further on, and this lovely thing is chocolate mint. And you rub the leaf and smell it, it smells just like chocolatey mint. What do you call them? Totally forgot the name. Really, really well. Rainy. I've got loads. I sold loads. I wish I'd actually taken more. So, whoops-a-daisy. Right, again, be gentle on me. And I'll just turn this frame a bit. Will you even see me? Yeah, you will. So I'm about to become like a drowned rat. So I'm just going to go and sort this. After 8. Yes, Liz, that's the one. After 8. It smells just like that. Hi, Sari. Okay. Thank you very much for coming in. Right. Wish me luck. I'm about to get very wet. Look, I can't see chat for now, so entertain yourselves. There we go. Get it in the bottom of the frame first. And around the door handle. Right, springs. I put a couple top and bottom just to try and keep it straight. Brilliant. It's not the easiest thing in the world when your hands are wet. And if this piece of glass shatters, I'll cry. The legs of the springs sit on inside with the glass frame, the greenhouse frame, and the straight piece goes behind the glass. And these are a larger one, so they're nice and snug and tight. First time I had to put a glass in the greenhouse when I built it, I was terrified of glass shattering on me, but it's actually really strong. After the last storm, I put loads of clips in as well. And over winter, I have had ropes tied around the greenhouse. I think because of the position I've got it in, it gets hammered by the wind. Now I like to put loads in. Ouchie. Ouch. hurt your fingers, especially when they're wet and they get cold on the metal. Shoot. Ouchie. Oh, my fingers. Right, that'll do for now with those. Right, next we're going on to my fingers. You can see how red my fingers are. That's so sore. Ouchie. My new plants. Hey, you okay? Good files. Thank you for coming. Robin, hi, are you okay? So. They hurt. Ouchie. Right. It's really pretty, that chocolate mint. I'll put it in the bed where I've got the spearmint and the regular garden mint. I'm just trying to stop my fingers hurting. So we'll tilt it down. You don't want to see my ugly mug. My other tomatoes, that one looks worse to wear, but I've just kind of shocked it with the water. It needed some water. And it also needs tied again. They're growing nicely. So, what have we got? We have these I showed you last time. These were tiny plants, about that big. And now they're huge. We've got a load of cherry tomatoes on. They're doing really well. Give it a bit of a shake. If you give them a shake, the flowers self-fertilise. And I've got these two new ones. I broke a leaf. This is a new cherry tomato. The other one's cherry tomato, but it's a totally different variety. So I've got some little shoots that I need to take back, and I'm going to put it up into a bigger pot. Oh, it's not the same size as that. No, use this one. These grow bags, you can plant them straight into the bags, but I like to put them in pots and then in the trays. It's just a case of filling the bottom. Gently. It's got a lot of roots through the bottom already, so be gentle with those. And there we go. I guess that's about right. That's a good one. Get it nice and secure in, and I'll swap those little canes for a big one. This is going to be a tall one. Oops, daisy. Just get this other phone so I can see what I'm doing. Hi Popsy, you okay? Thank you very much for coming in. Right, we need string. Matt, how you doing? Ooh. Ouch, my feet. Pizza. Hey, look, how you doing? My fingers are still killing off doing that glass. I'll let my fingers come back to life before I put some more clips in it. Right. I'm going to take these wires off because these stems are going to get wider and it's going to cut into them. Off you come. Oh my God, I think the rain stopped. Hallelujah. I was saying to Liz before I was going to go live, I needed to charge my phone up first. I'll get a piece of string on this before I cut it because it's a bit bendy. I just use garden twine, try and do it a little bit loose. I put it above that leaf notch, give it a space to grow. These stems will thicken up quite a lot. That is my favourite garden tool ever. Best little knife. I use it for all sorts. I dig with it, cut stems back. I do everything with it. I love it. It's nice and sharp. So I'm going to put another one further down. This one's grown with a bend in it. So I'm going to try and straighten it up. Right. Now, I was asking Vicky, and she doesn't do it, but in the UK, in the leaf elbows, you can see these little shoots. We cut them back. You can just nip them out, or if they're bigger, you can cut them out. And it stops your tomato plant from bushing because they all want to bush. It concentrates on growing up. And actually I'll do it with these ones over here. Once you've got your vines on, you take your leaves off the bottom and it pushes more goodness into effort into growing the fruit than it does putting the leaves out. So I've got all of those off, taking these out. So next one. I don't know whether it's a UK thing or a family thing. Actually, I need to do a bit of DIY with all of these. This one, pot-wise, my pot for this, hi Sylvia, you alright? This pot's the same size as my other pots, but soil's only down to there. So I'll fill a new one and give it some more room to grow those roots. The weather where I am, especially up north, is very, very hit and miss for growing tomatoes outside. Oh, Remy, I would love to be able to grow. Oh, what man? You're right, Secret Blackburn. I would love to grow tomatoes and things outside. I'd love to grow melons, but the weather here isn't great for them. If I kept these outside, if we had a hot summer, they would ripen tomatoes up, but it would take a lot longer. And you're not guaranteed. It's more often than not crap for growing outside, the tomatoes. And I'd love to try melons and because in theory I could grow them in the greenhouse. But do they grow? They grow really long vines, don't they, Remy? Sure, they grow really long vines, so it would take over my greenhouse pretty much. But for melons, it's worth it. Right, where did I put my knife? There's my knife. I'll show you that again on this one. Matt, how many did you get? Chef, how you doing? Lovely to see you, Chef. Thank you very much for coming in. Making a mess as usual. He's got a broken ankle, Elizabeth. Ooh, dizzy ducks, I'm dizzy. Right, this one. You can see those side shoots. It's got a side shoot there. It's got a few, so I'm going to cut all those back. And they always come out in the leaf elbows. Come on, cut. Whoops. So just cut them back. They'll probably regrow. They often do. And the idea is to keep a centralised stem on it. So like the others, I'm going to take... They've used metal ties. And they're quite tight, so I don't use those myself. I just use this twine. It's a lot better for the plant. It's more gentle. Right. This is where I sometimes get confused with them. Oh, pizza. It's a mint knife. Right. Sometimes I get confused. You see, we've got this one growing here, and we've got the main one growing up. Because it grows at an angle, and these grow really rapidly, I get confused about which is the head and which isn't. But got this one nice and early. So that's that one done. It's all stripped back. I'll get some string cut, if I know where I'd put it. Another K in it. These ones over here need a bit of TLC. Right in there. Oh, I missed a shoot. Right. Yeah, Remy, right in that little elbow where the leaf comes off the main stem, we always trim them back. You get a taller plant, but your tomatoes here, you get a better quality, you get more fruit, and you get stronger fruit, and you get a much taller plant. Normally, you let 3 vines come off, and flower and fruit, and then you can dip the top out, because that again stops it from growing up. It's not concentrating on pushing leaves out, and it puts all its goodness into growing tomatoes. Now, the little tiny tomato plants that I got that were like 2 inches tall, put that over there, I've let them bush. This one. So it's already got some tomatoes on. I'm kind of amazed. And you can see how much it just wants to bush. That's the main stem. But it's throwing loads out, so we'll see how it does. Now this one, it looks worse for wear, but it's fine. It's just because I've watered it and it's had a bit of a shock from the cold water. And I'll do this one first. This one's got loads of side shoots coming through. And I need to tie the top. Snee, how you doing? Thank you for seeing you. Hi, Julie. Thanks, Julie. Right. Oh, come on, catch. I'll put a couple of strings on this one. This one was growing bent at the base. I left it a bit long. So I tied it loosely, so it's going to be the shape of an S by the look of it. I'll tie it here, and then I'll tie it further up. And then I'll put out those side shoots. This one's drooping as well. It's just because I've put cold water in the tray. Another thing in the UK, well, we've always been taught, you water tomatoes from the base up. If you water through the top of the pots, they can rot and get blight. So here's a big side shoot, so that's coming out. That's a huge side shoot. That's 2. So they're coming out. Let's see. You're a side shoot, you're a side shoot. This one's been growing in a really odd shape at the bottom. The leaves and things it's putting out. So I'll not show you on that one, but I will on this one. What I'm going to do with it. Right. Again, I'll just put a string around the top. Moon over Miami, how are you? It's me, I love the garden. It's my sanctuary. Even though I've been lazy with these tomatoes. Right, you're going to grow straight whether you want to or not. The top, give it an hour or so. And this will have just gone back to like that. There's been a lot of rainfall and I've used it straight out of the water, but... Oh, shoot. Okay, we've got 3 sets of fruit on this one. So we've got Oh God, that's a huge one. That's got to go. Oh, they're all going to go actually. So I've got 1, 2, 3. And what we do is we strip all the leaves off to that first vine of fruit. That gets the plant concentrated on the fruit rather than putting leaves out. So I'll just take all these off. Sometimes I'll take the side leaves off up to the second truss that comes out. But for a start, I'll just take it to the first truss. And always take your leaves back out the greenhouse, or you can end up with them diseased and not happy tomatoes. They get quite woody. There we go. It looks a bit vicious, but it does wonders for your plant. So, they're gone. Looks a bit bald. There you are. So we've got everything stripped all the way up to the first truss. I'll tilt you up a little bit. Oops. There, it's all stripped off. I'll do the same with the next one. Right, can you see better on this one? I'm absolutely pitted. Right. We are going to, this one's bushed loads. Let's put string around. Just under this truss. These are little plum tomato. They're only tiny, they're called rainbow. And each plant will have a different colour fruit. You get 5 seeds per pack. And they're the sweetest tomatoes ever. Have I even got that on? No. Right. I'll tell you what, I'll take the phone out of the dark and show you properly. I'm just about to wiggle you around. So, here are the side trusses that I'm going to take out, so I'm taking that out. I'll do that first. Well, there's another one. Take that. There's another. Take that. And another. Right, we've got 2 trusses on this one. 1, 2. So we're going to strip all these leaves back to just underneath that first one. It does look brutal. Yeah, it all goes. You just get a nice, strong, tall plant. Oh, I've missed a sucker, look. I missed one. I'll take this one. There we go. Ooh. And that's that one done. Oh, my back. But these little cherries I'm leaving. So they're really, really, really bushy. And to just pollinate them. Oopsie. So there's, oh, while we're out here, there's those clips. I need to put some more in. Right, next one. This one. This one I've been a bit lazy with, so. First truss I remove, Remy. It pushes it up. You tend to get longer trusses, you get more fruit from it. Right. That's a side one. So I'm just going to put you back up for a second. Unless you want to look at the sky, you can look at the sky for a sec. Hang on. I'm just going to cut a string and string it. Where have I put my knife? 2 seconds, I'm just tying it. This cane's terrible, it's loose. Right, I'll get you back. Hello again. Ooh, so we've got, from the base, 1 truss, 2 trusses. So I'm going to take all the leaves off, all the way up to that first one. I'll still get those suckers growing on the sides for me. It's just a little bit of management coming back and stripping them back again. And I also, it looks a bit brutal again, but if we have leaves left from that one up, I'll shorten them. Sometimes they'll try and make these side leaves a lot longer. So I just cut them in half. You want it to focus on the tomatoes, not the greenery. And that's that one. And again, it's not happy. And I'll take half of that one off because it's a big one. It's not happy because I put water in it that was too cold. And because of water from the bottom, I have them in these trays and I just fill them with the water in there. Once you've got your first truss of fruit set, you're meant to wait until they're set, but I kind of don't. Start feeding them, and I use this one. Give them a good dose of that every few days, and you get some really sweet, beautiful fruit. These are my toothache plant. I think that's a mutant. I don't think that's one. But these help with the inflammation, chewing the flowers. It numbs your mouth, which is why it gets called the toothache plant, but it helps with inflammation throughout your body. And I need to put some water in here. And you see these root trainers, they're growing right into the bottom. Just like these tomatoes are already growing straight through. You see. Right. My little water butt, just from one side of the greenhouse, it's amazing how quickly it fills up. Oops. I've got them sat inside the frame lid, so they've got their own water trough. It's like a comet, really, isn't it? But this, I'm quite excited about, this chocolate mint. It probably just tastes like normal mint, but you never know. Yeah, that looks awful, but it's fine. So, all the leaves are off until we get to that first truss. I'll just turn that one so its flowers aren't against the glass. Again, you can see with that one, bare stem, all the way up to that first one. I'm hoping, I've been lucky and I've got a few of the yellow ones because the yellow ones are so sweet. These little things are really clever. Hook with a clip on. You just slide it in the gap, twist it. You go up and down, and I use those, I string those onto the vine and onto the plants as well. It's kind of handy. Oops, ignore that. I left some in here over winter so I could have the seeds out of them. Ooh, hey, long time see. How you doing? Devil dog. Hola. I'm torturing my tomatoes. Look, there's a little sucker that I've missed. They grow really quickly and it slows their growth down. I'm not sure. These are just labelled as a cherry. So we'll see. Here's another one of those little bushy ones that I've left a bush, little tiny cherry. But it was only that big when I got it. About a week and a half ago. Maybe 2 weeks. So it's actually doing really well. It's got a few fruit on. Give them all a tackle. It's alright. Do you know what? It's heavenly. Absolutely love it. So peaceful. I need to get some more clips in this piece of glass. I can't believe it's not actually smashed. Maybe landing on that bag has saved it. I'll try to do a clip one-handed. Hurt your fingers, so foot in, push the end under the glass. Jim, it's maybe my, is that even under the glass? It's maybe my internet and Wi-Fi and my phone data trying to play between each other. This side isn't so bad because it's got the door catch underneath it. Put another one in. So, foot underneath, end under the glass, and just push it in. So much easier when your hands are dry. And now that it's pretty much dried out, silicone. I'm sick of that piece of glass coming out. So, let's get some silicone in it. I'll put some on the sides. Front, I should be able to reach front and back. I didn't want to. Come on, come out. You know you want it. Is this one max? I think I've got a Duff silicone. Yeah, it's not. My tube of silicone's gone hard. But you can also silicone around the glass. I was gonna inside and out. So we'll just go outside for 5. Right. Let's plug you in. There we go. Now the rain's stopped, we'll go back outside. But at least I've got my glass in. There we go. I've got a lot of grass cutting to do. I've weeded all that bank over there. It's just full of crappy weeds. So that's yet another one that I've got to do. Another job. A wildflower garden up here. I'll take you on here. There we go. All different wildflowers. The butterflies love these. And these little ones are red robins, I think. Got all sorts of plants in here. These are like, come up like a rhubarb. But the bumblebees seem to get drunk off the flowers. These I put in and scatter the seeds just for ground cover over the spring and the winter. They die down, but you get all this lovely red foliage, and then they just turn into fertiliser as they're working at the ground. I've got lily of the valley. I've got heathers hidden in there. This thing I love, this fern. Happily, this fern has self-seeded. And I didn't know it would do that. I've not even seen it flower. So I'm more than happy about that. One of, oh God, my feet are soaking. Oh, I fixed the ride-on mower yesterday. I kind of ran over a metal big stapler, and I kind of stopped the deck working. Hang on, I'll have a look. Something jumps out, I'll fall. There's something in there. Which was a bit of an accident, and I kind of set fire to the lawnmower. Whoops. I kind of ran it over, and it made a funny noise, but I carried on because I thought, oh, it's all right. Declan, you okay? But within, from that end of the garden to that end in one line, it started smoking from the deck. So I think I'd kind of burnt one of the motors out underneath the drive. One side of the deck is free, but the other side it's not cutting on that one. So I think I need to get a new drive belt for under the deck, but it's getting into it to change it. This is a pheasant berry, Himalayan pheasant berry, and it's starting to get its flower tendrils on. They get really long, and the wild birds go nuts for it. That's my squiggly hazel. Some of my little wild roses. That bush will flower all summer long, it's lush. What else have I got? Foxgloves. That's a money plant. Some more like these ones. My hostas are huge. They're absolutely massive. For some reason, chat has frozen for me on the app. No idea what it is. Not one clue. But it's getting massive. Your guess is as good as mine as what that is. The bumblebees, though, go crazy for those flowers. That ball is as old as him. For some reason, he loves it. Look at the state of it. Oh my God, my feet are soaking. I'm trying to let you see. I've got millions of grasshoppers literally moving in a wave. Cutting the grass yesterday, the boys and girls. Got all the grass cuttings. Hey, you lot. I'm gonna come and get your tubs and get you fed soon. Gee, so You good lad. Here's Sam. You're enjoying the life of a stud dog, aren't you? You take great pride in your work. Right, last time, because that's all manky. It's straight behind you. So, I've got millions and millions and millions of raspberries. Loads of them. I did kind of accidentally set fire to a couple of the stems around here. I was moving some of the rubbish. I have this like ornamental grass and I leave it in so it sells seeds. And I thought, you know what? I'm not taking it all the way along there when I can burn it right there. But it went a bit mad. Hence, that's a bit. Made a couple of raspberries very unhappy. Look at all those. Down here, blackcurrants. Lots and lots and lots of. These things here, they're like, closest thing I can say is a rhubarb. And they get big yellow flowers on, and the bees get drunk. Holding on their stems for dear life. It's like they get drunk on it. There's a huge hosta. I might split them. Lots of pea plants and sweet peas. Peas and sweet peas together this year. I like growing the veg with the flowers. It's kind of nice together. These babies are soya plants. I need to put some of the chickens' diatomaceous earth in here. Mustard beans. There's a tomato plant there. And my pumpkins, my squash. Chives, I've got loads of chives. The bees love those. Ooh, heck, he fell over. Another soybean plant. Oh, I'll show you my little apple tree. I've got a Cox apple tree. Oh, my leeks are bolted. So they're knacked. They're no good. These are cooking apples. This one is a different variety to the other two, and I eat them off the tree. They're not too sour. This one's a Cox apple. And for such a young tree, it's covered in fruit. And wants a bush. Mama Cass and a friend called James told me about weighing the branches down. So it looks like Pinocchio, but pulling the branches down does make a difference to the fruit that it has on. Because the fruit I had last year pretty much trebled on the year before because I weighed those branches down. Only issue is you can weigh them down too much. And I have saved a couple of branches around here. And it's healed itself. You can see there. But look how much it wants. There's my fruit. This one's got a decent amount. This one's got loads on. I can't see chat. Chat's frozen for me. Ooh, these spiders. I get these. No, it's not. It's caterpillars. And it opens up and it's full. To see if I can see it. Because even that's now playing up. The screen's gone dark. Hey, Jack. Why the screen's gone dark, I do not know. Hey, Jack. Stop it. He's always throwing a ball to your feet. Always, aren't you, son? And he is never more than a couple of footsteps away from me. Hey, Jack. Hey, son. You're cute, aren't you? That arch, I have a cunning plan. Not given that arch. That metal arch is going to go across the path. And I might move, if I can. In there, I've got a honeysuckle and I've got a wisteria. The wisteria is about 4 years old and it's still never flowered, and I don't know why. Anyone that has any idea about wisteria? Any idea why it's not flowering? And this crazy thing, I get swarms of honeybees on it. It's very pungent aroma and it's also lethal. Those thorns hurt and they get to about 2 inches long. I mean, that's a single thorn and it's longer than my finger. Hey, boys. I was meant to be live watching the little fledglings come into the feeders. I've got lots of new fledglings. And it's just some flown off. They're actually okay with the dogs. They don't mind them. Oh, can you see it on top of that post? That was a family of 3, and that was a little coal tip. I don't know if you can see in there. You won't be able to see. Some sparrows started nesting in there, but all of a sudden they just changed their minds and they moved. They are coreopsis, and my great-granddad used to grow them, so I like to grow them. Damn it, can't see chat at all. Can't see anything, so I'm sorry if I'm not talking to you, I'm just talking to myself. These I love. I thought they were Russian sage, but they're not. You get spikes of lovely tall purple flowers, and it flowers all the way down. These ones are starting to come out, and it'll get loads of stems on, and it'll get to about 5 foot tall. Really good self-seeders, but no idea what they are. I can't. Jack with the ball. Hey, son. And Sam. Just pottering around. Hey, son. Getting a photo of this dog is a nightmare because as soon as you put a camera on him, he holds his ears back. So I have to take videos. Oh, he wants to play. Plant pot. I have to take videos of him and take stills from those. That's it, just destroy the plant pots. So he loves plant pots. Jack loves balls. Sam loves plant pots. So, right. I'm going to get off, and I'm really, really, really sorry that I can't talk to you in chat because I can't see a damn thing in it. But thank you all for joining me, getting soaking wet in my greenhouse. And I wander around with the dogs. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be back out. We'll go for a walk somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. Sam's going to do a victory lap. Is he coming? No. Playing with a plant pot on the steps. But we'll go for a walk tomorrow somewhere tomorrow afternoon. Here he comes. Hey, son. Sam. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. So thank you all for coming. Sorry I can't see you. I don't know what is going on with StreamYards, but see you tomorrow. Bye.